What's happening, everybody? It's the father figure, aka the dad bod guy, 1/4 of the Ride Squad. How we living? I've got to make an intro for a video that you guys are probably going to see a few days from now, but I know there's so much going on, I'm not going to have enough time to even make an intro on that day because we're just going to get to the business. But I just want y'all to know I've been acquiring the parts for this R9 stuff everywhere. But the thing is, we've got full exhaust, we've got new Q5s, the DNA intake setup, and the ECU is going off the two-wheel dyno works to be tuned. This is a street bike, and I just want to maintain the street aspect of this motorcycle. I am not going to do another track day on the S22s. Been doing a lot of street riding. I don't like these tires. I didn't like them to begin with, but I think I've got my use out of them. They're still good, but I'm gonna pull them off. We're gonna get them up out of here. We're gonna put these Q5s in that I know, trust with my life. I'm gonna use my tire machine over there and just manually put these tires on really quickly. I've got to crunch time because I'm in between jobs. Let's see if we can get this done. Many hours later, the job is done. It ain't nothing like seeing new tires on the bike. Increased sex appeal and aura ×5. When I pulled off my other tires, I was looking at the tire tread and I saw that I have a big flaw in what I had for my rebound. And there's a telltale sign in your tread pattern that tells you about that. So here goes the old tire, rear tire. Tire's still good life left, but I'll probably never use it again. But what I was talking about is found right here on this edge. The back of the tread design is curling in, and the lead of the tread design is high. My rebound was too slow. The leading edge will be low and the tail side will be high if you've got rebound too fast. I did go check the rebound, way too fucking high. It was letting out slow. So I just brought it down to the middle +2. That should be a little bit better. Again, I'm gonna do track day. Track day I did was completely stock. I wanna do it again the same way, but with better tires. And I want to tend to the suspension a little bit more to get it dialed in. Speaking of that, this tire is heavy as hell. If you ever pick up a Q5 not on a rim, they're incredibly light. So dropping weight on rotating assembly and rotating mass is not a bad thing because that's going to unlock a little bit more speed on this thing. Ultimately, after this track day, this should be a R9 BPU. For the car guys that know, that means basic power upgrades. Top end on this bike, I think, is really fun, really cool. Mid-range, low end is going to be improved greatly with the tune from Two Wheel Dyno Works. It's going to be cool because a little bit extra RPM, power, torque that this tune's going to add is going to really liven this bike up. After this track day, I want to immediately go do another track day. I'm thinking Thunder Hill because Sonoma is really twisty and windy, but y'all know how we ended last time in Sonoma, so I got to get my get-backs on Sonoma. So we're going to go have a successful day at Sonoma. Then once we do the basic power upgrades, then we're going to go to a bigger track like Thunder Hill where we can unleash some legs on this thing and really get her up in the RPMs and really get her up in mile per hour. Those kind of things is what I think would be best suiting once this thing got more power. So we're done in the garage here, getting everything done. Let's get to the track and let's get to that.
Yeah, President Obama's nuclear deal.
Okay, 34, 32. Fun track days out here at Sonoma Raceway. It's raining a little bit, as you can see. Hopefully that doesn't last all day. Yes, I am gonna go out in it, but fingers crossed everything works out. I'm gonna go out in the second run group because hopefully the sprinkling goes away by about 9:30ish. Dave Moss set up my suspension. We've done tire pressures. New Q5s on. We should have fun. It should be ready to rock. It's really cold right now and obviously wet, but let's just get out to the track and let's experience it. Yo, it's Lex King from the future. I'm gonna give you a little bit of tidbit and I'm bringing it to you. Check this out. So we are in the middle of modifying the motorcycle. Now, remember what I did tell y'all. I told y'all after the track day I was going to get the bike modified. We are no longer going to have a stock bike. I've experienced over 2,000 miles on this motorcycle, and there is no more need to have a silent killer. So we're making it a little bit louder. We're putting some modifications on it. You stick with the end of this video, you're going to get the first startup. You're going to get the first ride. You're going to see what this bike feels like, modified, not stock. So stick to the end of the video, and I'll get that to you. You want a little sneak peek? I'll give you a sneak peek. You ready? That's all you get. So as far as weather goes, it's gonna stop raining hopefully around 9. Ugh. It definitely extended out a little bit more. I know what it's like when it's wet when we're in a car. I don't know what it's like when it's wet on the bike. I am gonna go out just to go around the track, just to see what it feels like. Quite risky though. We're gonna just go out to test it, see how it is. We're not gonna push any limits at all, by any means today. But we're here, so might as well go out just to see. So I'm gonna suit up.
Yo, what the fuck, yo? Yo, what the fuck y'all coming for? Get the fuck away from my door. We got big guns in here, coke over there, with blue bag and E-pills.
Here's how I see it. In Europe, Spain, everywhere, these guys ride in the rain. They are far more competent than us having the opportunity to be fair weather. We ride when the weather's good. That's kind of how American motorcycle culture is. There are some guys that ride day in, day out because they commute, but as far as track days go, guys have rain tires, and unless it's a race, they're not utilizing them. I mean, I'm just here for the experience. That's really what this channel's about, gain the experience. So it's time to go out. Let's put the helmet on. I'm just gonna do the whole, yeah, I'm gonna just do the whole session slow.
Yep, I mean, whoo, man.
Okay. Oh, it's super slippery. Ah! Wow. That was that fucking slippery. God damn, this bike is getting no rest. This bike gets no rest, dude. It was a bad idea to come today.
I got one peg.
Yeah.
Sit on that. Alright, good to go?
Yeah, go ahead. God damn, dude. Fucking A, man. I'm gonna have to retire Sonoma, bro. I mean, it really just is what it is. gotta stop meeting like this. It's kind of insane. It is that easy to go down. It is that easy to fall in those conditions when you've got a bike and a tire set for the most capabilities in dry. So you just feel like such an idiot, and it don't really have anything to do with talent because as you see in the footage, as Kevin was trying to warn me about how slippery it actually was, there's nothing that happened that I could have prevented that from, aside from not going out. Because look at the weather now. And go back to my eagerness telling the guy like, nah, I want to get out now. Waited because what they told us in the group, and I was waiting for the rain to stop so we get the track. But I mean, that's dumb. I forced my issue. So just always be patient. We gotta wait till 12 to pick up the bike. I'm not going out in that, even though it's a lot drier. It's just, I should have called it earlier. I shouldn't have even came. Because all the homies called it, they ain't come. That just kind of is what it is, right? So, I gotta take the bike apart anyway because after this event, I was gonna go put everything on. Tank is fine, bars are fine, everything's fine. It's just the case cover, the same case cover, and the mid fairing and the winglet. I got the winglet this time. That's the only difference from this one and the last one. Damn, y'all. It's really just follow the leader out here. It's not even any speed anybody's putting down. I mean, that dude came off at the base of 3. Oh, this dude just went off. Whoa. I wonder if it's still slippery. I'm sure right now, if I had waited, oh yeah, I would have been jamming, having a great damn time. But the fact that I was pushing myself to go get some rain experience, because the Europeans do it. They got some kind of experience of tutelage that somebody can give them, you know, like, hey, what to expect in the wet track day stuff. I went in our Track Day Addicts Facebook group and I asked guys, hey, who has wet experience that can give me a little bit of understanding as to what to expect on the bike? 0 replies. America, I guess. But that's why we be getting our asses whooped in all forms of motorcycle racing. I'm about to get the bike back here in about 20 minutes and then we'll take it up to the wash bay. We'll clean off the dirt. We'll see how bad it really is.
I had talked to him before.
They're going out to get bikes.
What's that? Yeah, of course, man.
The bike came in, my wife and kids was like, you getting that bike? I was like, yeah, I'm getting that bike.
Yeah. All right, so the bike is absolutely fine as I figured that it was. I saw it. Only thing is I'll get another lever and my bar lever protector did what it was supposed to do, so and this rotated as it should. It just rotated in slightly. Tank, everything's fine. We'll go put it under the power washer and call it a day.
There were 2 days of vintage car racing in the dry. So there's
Oil
a
down.
ton of rubber down. Spritz a little bit of water on rubber, what happens? You
First
fall
2
down.
sessions. And I'm in the middle of editing, and this video is too damn long. Half of y'all probably already checked out, and we're gonna make another video. Obviously, going to the track day this weekend. I don't know if this bike is gonna make it, if it's gonna be complete, because I'm still waiting for the ECU to come back, and I'm still waiting for the airbox cover. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and do block work on the R1, which I am not mad at. I'm gonna be real with you, I'm a little more comfortable on this bike right now than this bike. Way more familiar. So we're gonna bring this good old thing. And I was thinking the last time I rode T-Hill West, I rode it on the R6. Maybe I bring that. Probably gonna be all R1 edition this weekend, which I ain't mad at that. This bike is wavy. Plus, I got so many damn camera mounts on it for so many views. We will get some really good damn footage out of that. And I'm rolling with the homies because the weather's great. As you can see, it's real nice and sunny, so we should be okay for this whole damn weekend. I got to charge the battery on the R6 because that thing has been dead. That bike and that bike is just dead as hell. This wouldn't even fire up. So we're gonna call it 2, and we out.